Hey guys, so we have an Asian beauty haul today. This is going to incorporate two hauls. One is from Korea Depart, and this one's probably from April or May? No, sometime that time frame. And then I have the Missha haul, which is from their Missha summer sale, I guess. And I think if you are a VIP, well, I don't think anything changed in terms of pricing if you're a VIP, but I did have like $5 rewards from before, so it made the sale even better. So I don't know, I just have this written down because I just wanted to give you guys prices for these things, only because it's a sale. And I know sometimes like I want to give you guys a gauge of prices in terms of how much Korean beauty can cost you in this country. Okay, so we'll start with Korea Depart since it was first. The first thing I want to talk to you guys about is this Stretchex mascara. It's by Touch in Seoul, and I first saw this mascara on Sephora's website, but immediately when I looked at it, without even having heard of this brand before, I knew it was a Korean brand, and I was like, that's kind of expensive. I think it's like $22 on there, and I'm like, I don't know. But I found it on Korea Depart for 10 bucks. So when you look at it, at least for me, when I look at it, I'm like, this is like an ideal brush for me. Like, this is exactly what I would love. However, the formula leaves much to be desired. Like, I can apply like a starter mascara, maybe apply this later, and it's okay. However, I love it for lower lashes. So if you had taken my recommendation, I always obsessed with my Maybelline Cat Eyes mascara for the lower lash line because it's curved. It like really gets all your lashes. But this brush, the bristles on this brush are so much closer together that you can really kind of get like that look much quicker. So for 22 bucks, not so much. For 10 bucks and getting some use out of it, I don't know, I don't feel too bad about it. So I'm not recommending this, but I'm saying if you maybe picked it up and you're like, oh, I don't know what to do with it, or I don't know, if you just want to maybe try something else, this is really like an okay product. I picked up a liquid liner. It is by Gelstealer and it's in the shade black. I had like five different brands of these in my cart because I just find that the Korean and Japanese brands do really great liquid liners, especially I think for smaller eyes. The brush tips and the way it just works better for our eyes. So I really like this one. I'm getting a lot of text messages. I'm super in love with this one. I would highly recommend it. Let me give you a real good swatch. This is what the tip looks like. And I'm getting a bit of a shadow, and I'm not really sure from where, but that is what the black looks like. So super recommend this. I think it's awesome. This next item is from Hollika, and it's the Skinny Eyebrow Pencil, and I have this in the shade 01. I don't know if there's the English color on here. It's just 01. Now, I'm gonna talk about the spoolie first. The spoolie on this is super amazing. If you've ever used the Anastasia eyebrow pencil, that spoolie is amazing. Like on a daily basis, I tend to use my NYX Microbrow Eyebrow Pencil, and that has a great spoolie, but it's nowhere near as good as the Anastasia one. And then this shade is really cool. I would say if you are a blonde, grab this color. It is so good. It's very cool. Almost like a grayish, brownish, let me get it to focus. It's almost like a grayish, brownish shade that I think would look gorgeous on blonde hair. And the texture is fantastic. Like, there's nothing to complain about. Just the color doesn't really work for me necessarily. The next eyebrow pencil is from 3 Concept Eyes. This is a brand you can find on Urban Outfitters. So if you're ever interested, and Urban Outfitters does a lot of sales and a lot of promos on their like beauty stuff pretty often. So this is the Slim Eyebrow Pencil in Ash Black. And again, their spoolie is beautiful. So no worries there. Because I often find that it's just an added bonus if the spoolie works really well. Then like I said, the shade I picked up was Ash Black. This one really reminds me of the Anastasia pencils. The texture, just the shape of it, and it literally feels exactly like it. And this cost $10.65, so it's significantly cheaper. Right there is the shade for the 3 Concept Eyes. And this is, like I said, Ash Black, so it's like a cool black. And this one works really well for me. Like, I don't use it on my entire brow. I usually go in with the Giorgio Armani I Am Brow Maestro in number 4 first to kind of lay everything kind of flat and create a bit of a base, and then I go in with something like this to kind of sculpt out like all the major angles, and then I'll go in with maybe like NYX Ash Brown, or what is the other shade I like to use from Anastasia? I'll use Caramel, just something a little warmer, just to not, so it doesn't look too like dark. Next is the foundation I have on now. If you've been watching my vlogs, I had worn this in a lot of them when I first picked this up because I really liked it. And then I stopped wearing it because I got darker, and obviously I'm still quite, I would say, tan for me right now. And this is a little light on me, but you know, with bronzer and stuff, it's fine. But I love this foundation, and I'm excited because I feel like I can enjoy this all year round. I think it'll be a really fantastic winter foundation, as well as for summer, because I'm using it today. It's the Lotree Jelly Tension Foundation. It has SPF 18, and it's shade 23. And did I show this in a haul? No, I didn't show it in, I showed it in a vlog where I was doing like a face of the day, but I brought out all the products to like show you guys. I was feeling extra, ooh, my stomach. I was feeling extra motivated that day. But look how beautiful this bottle is. I mean, seriously. Gradient situation, beautiful bottle. Nice pump, really just overall really great foundation. I think this was around 27. Again, I'm giving you the prices so you have an idea of like how much these things are. Also, I feel like prices on the Crosiere Depart website kind of fluctuate a little bit, so FYI. I picked up 2 concealers from Hollika. It's the same concealer, the Naked Face Concealer, SPF 30 PA++. I got shades 1 and 2. 1 is super light. Like if you are real fair, I would highly recommend this concealer. I picked them up. I just kind of enjoy Hollika as a brand. I think it was the packaging that kind of sucked me in because it looks very similar to the Dior Skin Concealer. Is it the Dior Skin Concealer? And the Clarins Instant Concealer. I love both of those concealers. The Dior concealer is so hydrating. If you have under eye situation problems with like things looking crepey and things looking dry, I would really recommend the Dior concealer. And the Clarins concealer, I would say, I mean, I feel like everyone should give it a try, but it just brightens so beautifully and it looks so good on the skin. So I picked these 2 up. I'm wearing shade 2 on the under eyes today after applying Benefit Erase Paste, and you can probably still see a little bit of my divots here because of the lighting and stuff, but you know, whatever. This is, don't want to look too, I don't want to have Instagram face. Like, I have no problem with Instagram face. I think it looks beautiful. People look so perfect, but sometimes it just looks a little like, A, I think it would look really weird in person. And B, it's just like, I just think overall Instagram just really makes you, I don't know how to say it, like, to put it simply, like, you feel bad about yourself. Like, you're just like, I don't look like that. Like, she's so perfect looking, her hair and her lashes and her makeup application and her body, and you're just like, her really trendy expensive clothing, you're just like you feel like, I don't know, like, I don't know how to say all this without coming across like, ooh, boo-hoo, like, poor me. No, that's not what I mean. I just mean, like, I can see the effect it has on me, and I would say, like, as I've gotten older and just because of, you know, your upbringing, your background, things you've been through, like, I would consider myself a fairly confident person, but Instagram really makes you question some aspects of yourself, like physically, and just, I don't know, whatever, tangent. I like this concealer a lot. I would recommend this to you. How much did I get this for? These were $8.88 each, so I don't know why I made that face when I said that, but I really like them. You get a lot of product in here, 15 milliliters, 15 ml. I think people ask me why I say ml sometimes. I think it's because when I was living in Dubai, Dubai and India, a lot of people speak British English. So I think I started saying a lot of things the way they say them without realizing. Like, I realized that I say data a lot instead of data. But it's just really small things. So I think it's still passable. I don't sound like, you know, I'm trying too hard to be like having like a British English kind of vibe going on. That's not the case at all. It's just, you know, environment. The next thing I picked up is from Missha, and this is the Catch Eye Skinny Mascara. And I don't know, maybe I got sucked in by the packaging a little bit, but not really. I'm not someone that gets sucked in by packaging, but I really like the wand. It was super, super tiny, and it reminds me of this product. I pulled it out so I can show you guys, the IT Cosmetics Tight Line. It's the full lash length black primer with peptide enhancing serum. I don't know about all that, but this is the, get it together. Okay, so the bottom is the Missha and the top is the It Cosmetics. And It Cosmetics is thinner, but I just find it like really, I don't want to say it's really drying and matte, but it is kind of drying and it leaves things kind of crunchy. This is the waterproof version. Obviously I don't know how the non-waterproof version goes, but I really like this. I like this over something, I like this, how do I explain this, as like an accent mascara. Like after you're done with your mascara, you can kind of go through and really get the inner corners and then take this and like really pull out the ends of your lashes, you know, kind of to like make your lashes kind of move with your wing. And then I also like it as a bottom lash mascara. I like using it vertically first and then horizontally. And I find something like this is preferable to like the Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara, only because Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara works really great for about a couple weeks, and as time goes by and it dries up, I find that you get a lot of product on the tip of the mascara wand, and then it just becomes very difficult to use and it dries out. I would say overall, to begin with, it's kind of a drier mascara, and then over time it just gets real clumpy and difficult to apply to the lashes. So I prefer something like this where the formulas are thinner, but you can kind of build them up. And this one I think is more of a mascara versus where this, it's like meant to tight line, so you can kind of push this into your lashes, but again, not so crazy over this. I would take the Missha one over this. And the Missha one on the Korea Depart website was $5.29. Lastly, two more Missha products. This is the, I had seen this, Musings of a Muse. If you are into Korean beauty, I highly recommend her blog. She talks a lot about Korean beauty a lot, and just like European brands in general. Like when I read her site, that's how I learned that like Catrice is gonna be at Ulta and JCat Beauty. No, JCat's not like, what do you call it? Like a European brand, but I find she talks about a lot of makeup outside of stuff that is available in the US, and she gives you really good sites and ways of procuring these items if you are living here. So this is the Moisture Coating Missha The Style Tint. These are so, first of all, packaging, super adorable and simple. I love it. There might have been a nude, probably wasn't available, so I probably didn't pick it up. These were $4.61 on Korea Depart. So I picked up, let me see if these are labeled remotely. Well, they are, but they're labeled in Korean. Okay, so I picked up a purple and I picked up an orange. This is what they look like. They're so balmy and comfortable on the lips. They leave an excellent tint. These are probably one of the best kind of like tint stain products I've ever used. They're so good. That's the orange one. The orange one is like super cute. Oh, I'm getting that damn shadow again. Okay, so there's the orange and the purple. The purple comes across quite pink, so I would say to use it as a base for maybe something like a pinky purple lip, but I really like these and would super highly recommend them. Okay, so we will move on and work with the Missha items. So I said Missha had their like summer sale. Stuff was like anywhere between like 30 to 40 to 50% off. The prices were really good. And on a regular basis, if you're like a VIP there's separate prices if you're a VIP, which is totally awesome. And you can earn points and like cash reward points that you can earn on each purchase to use towards future purchases, which is fantastic. So I picked up the Missha Magic Cushion Case because I love putting any kind of liquid concealer or foundation into these cases and keeping them in my purse for touch-ups. So this one is just like, it has a silver case, white bottom. It looks very similar to the Lancome one that just came out, you know, the one that Lisa Eldridge is behind. There's a mirror with like a peel off sticker, so to protect that. And then you just have like this little door. I don't know why I call it a door, but I always call it a door. And you put the cushion in there. And the cushion is just a sponge that you pop in there, and then you kind of just throw your product in there. I took my Chanel Vita Lumiere Aqua Compact and I cleaned it out because it had like that exact kind of situation in there with like a sponge. So I just cleaned the whole thing out, pulled the compact out because the compact came out, and I put a clean cushion in there, and it's just awesome. And I put I mixed 2 shades of MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in there. I think I put in like NC20 and like NC30 in there, and it's just been working out really beautifully. I'm sorry, I'm like not even looking at the camera right now. So I wanted to just pick up another one because that one is already kind of like a concealer, and I love using it as like a touch-up because it's a Chanel compact, so super cute. And you know, I don't know how to explain it, but you know how like when you apply a foundation or concealer and you have like a stipple brush or like a beauty blender and it's like a sponge? Imagine the combination of like a stippling action plus a sponge, and I feel like that's what you get when you use something in a cushion. Because when you dab your finger or brush into the cushion, you kind of get like this porous look to the product, and it just blends so beautifully. Like if that makes any sense as to why I like enjoying placing product into a cushion in general. It doesn't have to be like a cushion makeup. You can I highly recommend just buying empty containers and trying it out, because that's great. And this was $10.80, and you get a puff and you get a cushion in here. Now, I tried to buy some empty, just the cushion, like the sponge, the circular sponge, and it said that it took, but then eventually they had to credit me back all that money. Well, I only bought like 2, but they sell out quick. It's actually quite hard to find the empty like cushion things. So if you guys know, let me know if you're picking them up, where you're getting them from. I also picked up this face powder case. I picked up 3 of them because they were only like $3 or something. And I just like this because sometimes, you know, I try to use a pressed powder, like I try to keep a pressed powder in my purse during the summer, but sometimes you get really into a certain loose powder and you don't know how to keep it in your purse, and it's just complicated. So Missha has these little containers. They're quite small. And they open up like this. There's a little mirror and a really, really like, I want to say like sensual, but a really great puff in here. And then you have like this is like, there's holes there, and you can pop this off and you throw your powder in there, and it's just great because you can actually mix like a combination of powders. Like if there's, maybe you really like your Makeup Forever HD, but you also want to mix it with another powder like your Laura Mercier translucent, and you can just pop it in here and you have a little puff, and it's just great. So I love these. So like I said, I grabbed 3 of them. And these were only, like I said, like $3.30 or $3.38 or something like that. I decided to try out 2 of their cotton pad situation things. This is the Premium Silk Feel, and these look beautiful. And these, you get, how many do you get? I don't know how many you got. I want to say you get 100 in here. And this was $2.40. So the price on this was quite good, I think, for like a luxe feeling cotton pad. I've never tried the Shiseido ones. I don't know how those go, just saying that. But I have tried the Cotton Clouds from Amazon, and I really like those. But not for, I don't know, I just never repurchased more after picking those up. And these are the Missha Cotton Puffs. You have 100 in here. This is like, I don't know, slightly lower end, and they were $1.80. So I'm gonna try these out. I have one makeup item, one makeup item. It's the Lip Rouge, and I have this in the shade GBE01. It is beautiful. The texture of this is so luxe. Like I feel like I have like a YSL product when I use this, and it was around $9, I think. Beautiful. I can't say anything else about it. I'm just like, it's gorgeous. Oh, one flaw. It doesn't go down all the way, so you kind of have this like careful recapping situation. So yeah, I guess I wanted to mention that. I picked up a spray bottle from Missha. Only, I know you're like, oh, you can just get these anywhere at the 99-cent store. They come in a set, blah, blah, blah. But I really like how Missha makes their products. And I really wanted a way to put like a fixing spray or like a facial mist into something that I can keep in my purse, especially either for summer and for winter. So I don't know, I'm gonna test this out, but I have a lot of like faith in like, you know, kind of just Korean made products. I'm not saying all things are great, but I haven't been so super disappointed by that many things. So I grabbed that. This was like $1.80, I think. So hopefully it's not $1.80 wasted. Yeah, so it says travel size mist bottle for facial mist, skin toner, and body mist. I picked up the Professional Easy Eye Blending Brush because I've been using my other one. I already have one of these. I've been using the one I have now to death. I really just like, ooh, I almost gave myself a massive, really horrifying paper cut. I really like using this brush for my lower lash line. Whenever I smoke out the, ooh, this is so unattractive, this angle. Whenever I smoke out the lower lash line, I have been loving using this. Like I might smoke out more than the average person. I just really kind of like that kind of slightly grungy look with kind of like a put together, because I feel like, you know, I kind of do like beachy hair and things look put together, so I kind of like that kind of grungier lower lash line. I don't know. So I've been using this a lot, and this was like $4.80. They have the whole set on sale. Like, we can get the face and eye brushes on sale. I think I've seen it for even as low as like around 30 bucks. And if you ever see it at that price, I highly recommend it. I love the Missha brushes. They all have these kind of like plasticky gold handles, but I mean, maybe it's your thing, maybe it's not. I don't really care about the look of things, but I just love this brush. It's really soft for the lower lash line and blending things out and giving it kind of that smoky effect. Last but not least, I picked up a hair mist. This was $3. And I picked the shade Sensual Musk, and it smells so good. It smells really fresh. It also smells really Asian. I don't know how to explain I don't know how to explain this actually. Okay, get it together. It smells very Asian. Like, when I smell it, it smells kind of nostalgic. Like, I might have smelled this at some point, like when I like had been to Taiwan, or maybe like I was in like my aunt's bathroom, and it just smells really nostalgic for me. And it just smells so good. Oh my god, I love it. Like, it's a combo of like, it's like a sensual musk scent, but not musk or sensual in the way like kind of amber goes. It's still super light, and it smells kind of like a baby, and I don't know, I'm not really helping this out right now, but $3, it's so nice, and your hair smells so lovely. It claims to remove unpleasant odors, prevents static, and provides smooth and healthy hair. And it does all of those things. It has glycerin in there, and it has castor oil, but it also contains cornstarch. So, you know, you're kind of getting stuff. There's soy protein. I don't know. I'm just kind of reading off the random things in here that I think lend to those claims, but it's really great. Am I getting really shiny? I'm hot. Sorry, guys. Although, again, I'd rather look kind of oily than like dry. So that is the end of this Asian beauty haul. I feel like it might have been very, very long, but that's okay. I haven't talked about Asian beauty in a while, let alone just beauty in general. I don't know when this is going to be uploaded, so I am filming a lot of videos today, a lot of beauty videos today that I'm hoping to intersperse through my vlog videos so that we can get to a point where we're doing like 2 videos a week. Like, I really want to be able to do that. That's like my goal for the channel, if anything. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and ooh, have I been getting that gross like lip thing? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you guys really soon.